So, everyone, chat, YouTube, everyone who's watching, today in Warframe, we're going to go over what your Warframe main says about you. Of course, starting with Ashe, the #1 Warframe via ABCDD. He's the first Warframe, okay? And as always, if you enjoy, subscribe, like, check out any of the social medias, and use Epic Games creator code PUPSKER. So, if you're an Ashe main, it's kind of obvious. You want to be a ninja, right? A stealthy assassination boy. You want to just jump around, throw your ninja stars, and kill everyone. So, kind of an edgelord for sure. If you're an Atlas main, you probably watch a lot of One Punch Man, right? You just want to go around punching everybody, and that's your life goal. Hey, fair enough. You do you. Have fun punching the world. Atlas is pretty cool after all. If you're a Banshee main, you probably listen to your music way too loud, right? Whether that be the opera or death metal, you're just punching it 100% and blowing out your eardrums, possibly pissing off your neighbors and family members, all combined. Now, Baruuk. Oh, he is the calm and chill monk. Right? If you're a Baruuk main, you're probably just like not really bothered by many things. But if someone is gonna go around and try to take your stuff, well, you're gonna throw your pacifist monk fists of fury. So, hey, unless you need to, you won't fight, but you will fight if need be. You're just a chill bro. What is going on right here? Anyways, Baruuk mains, am I right? Caliban mains, whew. Caliban Mains just want to hang out with their buddies. They just want to spin around in a circle, and they just want to have a good time. Confusing everybody nonsensically, don't quite understand, but that's a Caliban main. They're going from left, right, center, everywhere, okay? Absolute insanity. The Chroma Mains. So, Chroma Mains were the people who, as kids, they had the dragon book. If you know, you know. And they just couldn't get enough of that dragon lore. I had the red dragon book, right? You'd read that and you'd be like, oh my god, all the dragons. They're just dragon fanboys. Whether that be the poison dragon, the dark dragon, the fire dragon. Oh, there's so many types of dragons, and everyone knows Chroma Mains, they just want to be the next dragon. So, moi, beautiful. Citrine. Beautiful gems, Citrine. There's two types of Citrine mains, okay? There's the thirsty as can be players who just want a sweet, sweet drop of the gemocy. And then there are the players who just love sweet, sweet gems, crystals, diamonds, right? They're the kids who are like, I'm gonna work at a jewelry store. I just want all the gems. So wow, maybe watch out. They might maybe steal some gems if you're not careful. So those are those Citrine mains, all right. Ember Mains. Oh, the arsonist mains. These ones loved to light things on fire, right? You'd see a campfire, everything's going in the campfire. Maybe if you were like me, you had a house with a garage and you had hairspray and access to gasoline and cardboard, and you're just like, oh, I wonder what kind of fires we can make in here. Arsonists are Ember Mains, and you need to watch out. Take the lighters away from them, okay? As they are bound to break something. You need to be careful with those ones, okay? You need to be careful. Equinox Mains. Oh, this one's a tough one. Equinox Mains are a little bipolar for sure. 1 minute, right, they're chill, nice, calm, having a good time, right? Maybe you're having a conversation about dinner, and then next second, oh my god, they are pissed off. They're like, what did you say to me? And you're just like, I just said the food was good. And they're like, the food is amazing. I put my heart and soul into this food. And then you're just like, I can't do it. Hey, Equinox Mains, just a little bipolar, right? Maybe need to watch that. Yeah, maybe just a little bit. Oh, Excalibur Mains, of course. Excalibur Mains always love to be the center of attention, right? You want everyone's eyes on you. Poster boy Excalibur. Excalibur Prime. if you were a founder. Excalibur Umbra, if you've played the game and played through the story, right? You just want to be the center of attention. You love your large sword katanas, you love going swoosh, you probably have a plethora of katanas or swords if you are an Excalibur main. So keep that one in mind, right? Forst Mains, Forst Mains are the people that just chill in the coldest part, in the basement, right? They're cranking the AC, all they're doing is just freezing. Everyone's like, what's wrong with you? You know what? They're in Canada, that's right. Every Forst Main is canonically just Canadian, possibly chilling in igloos. We can't say for certain what region of Canada, but all we do know is they like it cold, they like the snow, and they could even be in the mountains right now, okay? So good on Forst Mains for being just very anti-heat. The second they step into America in the hotter regions, they just die, okay? They just can't take it, so shout out to all my Forst Mains. Gara Mains, Gara Mains. I don't know if you can tell, but Gara likes glass. These are the players that want to work at a restaurant just so that they can smash glasses, right? And get glass thrown everywhere. I don't know if you've ever seen online, but if you've seen that one guy who eats glass, he was a Gara main in Warframe, right? The absolute insanity of molten glass is great. Sometimes you'll see them at a volcano just waiting for that glass. Ugh. They're just weird humans. A lot of them tend to also work as window installers because the large sheet pane of glass, it's exactly what they're craving, okay? They're obsessed about glass. It makes no sense, but it is what it is. Oh, Garuda. So, believe it or not, all those Garuda players, maybe a little emo, maybe a little crazy, right? They may or may not have slight of a mental problem, right? They love bloodletting, can't get enough with it. They like to incorporate into their art some of their blood so that they know that blood is spread everywhere. The obsessive mind of the artist really goes through the Garuda Mains on this one, so maybe stay away from these ones if you want to keep all your fluids intact, okay? Blood is art, art is blood, chaos ensues. So good for all of those Garuda Mains. Oh yes, now we have Gauss Mains. Gauss, the speedy Warframe. The mains of Gauss have always been Sonic fans, maybe Flash fans. They grew up watching all of the characters that gotta go fast. And man, when they grew up, they tried to be a track star, but they realized that it's a lot easier said than done running fast. So they're just the wannabe speedsters. Maybe they got a nice fast car, but they know that they'll never truly be as fast as your boy Gauss. Gotta go fast, but they're limited by human physics. So truly tragic. Grendel Mains, are hungry boys. Everyone knows Grendel Mains love to snack. Why are they here? To eat the cake, because cake is delicious, chips are good. You just like to snack if you're a Grendel Main. Probably chill in front of the TV, get a bag of chips, you know, maybe some Dr. Pepper. The doctor's in town, you know, maybe some Coca-Cola if you want. Get your snacks all ready and just go to town. So Grendel, he's a hungry boy, meant for snackers, for sure, okay? Next, we have Gyre, the ones that might have a little bit of an electricity problem, if you know what I mean. Gyre Mains love to cause chaos, okay? They like to stick forks in the outlet. They like to give themselves a little electrical shock, and you know what? If they could get their hands on a taser, you know they'd be tasing themselves. The self-tasing of Gyre Mains is just a little crazy. A lot of Warframe players, you know, clearly a little mentally insane, but they do incorporate it well into their dance. So you know what? You can't be too mad at the Gyre Mains. Good for them. Harrow Mains love to sit back and watch a good horror movie. Their aesthetic is a gothic noir, of course. They like to chill in the dark, put on a little bit of Chucky movie, maybe Chainsaw, Massacre. Oh, great stuff. Great stuff. The Grudge. Some beautiful horror movies. Have some rap, tap, tap. They love it. Rap, tap, so, tap. Harrow Mains just want to be his little spooky boy. And you know what? That's understandable. You can't be too mad at them for that. Hildryn are muscles, okay? Every Hildryn player grew up wanting to be a bodybuilder. All they saw was this jacked 6-foot behemoth of a frame, muscles in every possible place, and they were like, you know what? I am going to be a power lifter. They've taken it a step beyond with Hildryn, and it's just pure muscles, right? So if you're a powerlifter, you're probably a Hildryn main, you know, good chance, good chance. Hydroid Mains, you know what they are? That's right, they're nature conservists. All Hydroid Mains want to save the world. They're like, we need more clean water. We need to clean the oceans because Hydroid is suffering. He is dying in front of our eyes. He's getting so many reworks and he's still dying. So you know what? Maybe stop using plastic, maybe recycle a little bit more, and pray for our Hydroid Mains because they are suffering in the water. You know that submarine crashed all at once, just kaplooey? Yeah, that's right. That's the wrath of Hydroid. That's the wrath of Hydroid's pollution. Truly a tragedy. Truly, truly a tragedy. The next frame we have is Inaros, the Mummy's Curse. If you like Inaros, you clearly like the Egyptian lore of the Pharaoh's curse, the mummy, right? You have always dreamt of going to Egypt, but as you know, plane tickets are just so expensive. It costs so much and it just takes a lot of time. You can't get work off, but oh my god. But clearly Hydroid Mains like to chill on the beach in their free time, just be one with the sand, maybe build themselves a sand castle. And you know what? I think that's beautiful. I think that's beautiful. They love hunting and they love assassinating. So be careful because the hunter is coming. They usually live in the regions of America or Canada where it's generally easier to go hunting. They love their camo shorts and sniper rifles. So if you're a hunter, you're probably going to be an Ivara main. The chances are high for sure. Khora Mains, oh yes, Kitty Prime. This is the person, long nails, they have a hairless cat, and you know what? In the back of their rooms, there's probably a couple rounds of barbed wire. You never know what they might be up to, but you know it's probably gonna hurt, and it's probably not gonna have your best interest in mind. You have to stay careful and clear of this character, or else you might get a little hurt, mixed pain with pleasure, and you will come out suffering. Kullervo is the true edgy boy. You thought previous emo frames were that? Oh no. Kullervo users like to collect knives as they know the value of a good blade. So in their rooms, they have 50 knives lined up, just ready to be used. But they're truly sad that they can never find a reason to use them because this is real life, not a video game. So you can't really just stab knives into yourself. I know, Kullervo Mains. Such a tragedy. Such a tragedy. Lavos players are the players with a bunch of pet snakes in their houses, right? They love reptiles slithering about. They probably have a terrarium in their room, in their dining room, everywhere. Large variety of snakes, boas, constrictors, pythons, and they just love to shout out those snake facts. So slightly insane and slightly all about those snake facts. So snake fact 372. They're cute little snakes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Okay, yeah. The Limbo Mains of the world. They like to be a gentleman, you know? They just want to be a nice person, but at the same time, they want to know that they can just get out of the situation at any time, right? They like to be in charge and just hidden in the background. So they'll give you a helping hand if needed, but after that, you'll be confused. You'll be like, where did they go? That's right, they're a background character, but they're a background main character. So it's a confusing lifestyle for sure, for sure. Next, we have Loki, the trickster, the goober. Every Loki main knows for a fact that they need to stop pulling so many pranks, right? They need to stop goofing around, gaffing, because it gets people hurt. Half the times their tricks are something small, goofy, like switching sugar with salt. Other times it's something malicious or dangerous, like tripping on a plushie down the stairs and oh, you know, you broke a leg. It's a little annoying. So you must be careful around the trickster because they will meme you when you least expect it. Whether that be good or bad, you might not know for sure. Oh, Mag. Mag are the magnet-loving scientists, right? They couldn't get enough of it. You know, in school, when you went to science class and your teachers handed you magnets, you're the kid that stole the magnet and you started putting it on everything, and then you bought a really specialty hard drive magnet that's really strong, and then you just yeeted it at metal and it blew up everywhere, and that's how you discovered the power of magnetism, right? Mag, baby. For sure, loving it. We're loving it. Mesa Mains love their guns. Most likely, they are American citizens with a large collection of revolvers. They very specifically like revolvers. Snipers, get out of here. But the pistols, all over the place. Semi-auto, auto pistols, right? 6-round revolvers, anything you can get their hands on, they love it. So aimbot goes burr. Be careful of Mesa Mains because you never know when a bullet might hit the target or miss, right? Oh. Next, we have Mirage Mains. Mirage Mains, they like to hit the little, you know, the little, let's just say, they like to party. And when they party, they see many things. Mirage Mains like to get down with things like Woodfest, right? Woodstock, sorry, Firefest. All those sweet, sweet festivals going 24/7. Just tripping constantly, okay? So if you're a Mirage main, maybe just cool it down because we know you're seeing many pretty colors and we know the ogre that you see is not real, so you gotta be a little careful. Nekros is the true gothic vampire. This is that dude who's 6'7", right? Every Nekros main, huge metal player, loves metal, Slayer, 10 out of 10. Black hair, trench coat. They have just a black hat on. You can see almost nothing. If you've watched wrestling, The Undertaker is the physical embodiment of Nekros Mains. He walks around tough, brooding, and just no one ever knows what's going on in there, you know? Maybe Nekros Mains should calm it down just a little bit. Oh, Nezha. Nezha is a goober for sure. Fast frame, likes lighting things on fire, a little bit of an arsonist, but not to the level of Ember. And honestly, no one really knows what's going on with Nezha. What you doing, Nezha? What's going on? We're just confused, man. We just don't know what's going on with Nezha. So yeah, all Nezha mains are just like, they like to have fun and chill, but you know, they don't really know what's going on. They're just jumping around. They got some stabbies, so good for Nezha mains. They're living life to the fullest. Nidus Mains are the kings of creepy crawlies, okay? They have all of the bugs, all of the spiders in their terrariums, right? They're the character which will have in their front room a little area for his spiders, so that they can get their good food and grub. All of the Nidus Mains know that 10 spiders is the minimum. And once you go higher, there's no going back, right? So if you have a friend with a bunch of creepy crawlies, maybe recommend Nidus, right? They have the terrariums with the little bugs, the roaches that they have to feed the spiders, and you know Nidus is feeding his spiders well, right? Nova Mains are also insane. So they're the characters that just couldn't get enough of fans, right? They just love fans. They wanted to create so many only fans that they couldn't have enough of it. They have to sleep with a fan on. When they're traveling, they have a mini fan in their hand. They just can't get enough of it. If there's no suction, they're not having it. They love airplanes, the constant airflow. Oh my, they're a little mentally insane, but hey, that's okay. They love fans. So if you want to get them a birthday gift, get Nova Mains a fan, okay? Nyx Mains are a little bit of a trick, because Nyx Mains, they love to poison you, okay? You might not expect this, but you're like, what, Nyx Mains poison? Yes. Nyx Mains like to get into your head, mess with your mind, poison your thoughts so you don't even know what's going on anymore. They're the type of person to gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss you so hard to the next dimension that you don't even know what your name is anymore. They are mind poison. Get away from Nyx Mains as fast as possible, okay? You just can't trust them at all. You will get confused at every corner of your life if you are dealing with a Nyx Main, so you gotta be careful. Oberons, oh boy. Oberons are just chill hippie bros that just are one with nature. They too like to hit some of the psychiatrics or psychedelics, if you will. And man, they just like chilling in the garden, rolling around in grass. Usually you'll find them camping out, just, you know, roughing it. So yeah, they're woods people, you know, they're woods people, and they might not be a huge Warframe player, but that's okay because they love Oberon. Next up, we have Octavia. Octavia Mains are the ones with earbuds in their heads 24/7. They always have music going on day in, day out. They're always just tapping to the beat of one thing or another, never quite paying attention to you, but you know what? They're managing to go about fine. No one's really finding any problem with them, so they're just kind of acing it. So you can't be too mad at them. Whenever they get on the violin, they're down to pop a amazing verse. So hey, music freaks go burr, right? They love it and they're prepared. Octavia Mains, good for you. Protea Mains are engineers. If you've ever watched BattleBots or robots fighting, they are the #1 fans of those types of media. If there are robots, they will be there. They are the designers and creators of all of those sweet mechs in Warframe, and if they could, they would build an IRL Armored Core 6 mech and just go crazy. But alas, that's not possible. So for now, they go and make their battle bots and engineer sweet little robots. So makes sense, Proteus. Go burr. Revenant Mains are cult leaders by nature, right? You look at them and you're like, okay, they look pretty big, but not that terrifying. But then all of a sudden, they get everyone around them going with them and just no one can hit them. You know, they're invincible. How can you defeat a cult leader when all of the cultists are there to defend them? It's crazy. Revenant Mains just need to get out of the cults if possible. It's insane. Absolute anarchy. Rhino Mains, oh boy, we got another bodybuilder. They like punching, they like lifting, and most of all, they like to know that they're invincible. They are the slap champion leaders. If you've ever watched slap fighting, Rhino Mains are always the #1 winners because they love themselves a good slap fight. So, if you've ever gonna fight someone, don't fight a Rhino Main because their slap will knock you out in one go. Next, we have Citrine Mains. Now, you might think that they're poisoning everyone, but oh no, they're just slowly poisoning the earth. Citrine Mains are the types of people that want to take care and love a lot of plants, so they try to grow a lot of plants, but then they find out later that they grew a bunch of poisonous plants. They're really a green thumb, if you will, but it's kind of a chaotic green thumb. So they planted a bunch of weeds, they planted a bunch of poisonous plants, maybe they even planted a bunch of drugs, and nobody is the wiser. Citrine Mains love their plants, but they only like their toxic plants, and they don't even know. So be careful around them. They're a little crazy as well. Gauss Mains. Oh my god. These are the hardcore metal-loving goth bros. You'll see them in their basements just rocking out, big black dreads and long black hair, just rocking out to sweet metal. They love chaos. They're always down for a mosh pit and down for a fight. But, oh my god, they are chaotic. Next, we have Equinox Mains. They always were Greek literature lore nerds back at home. They love the sound of all the music, of the screaming of the Spartans, and their #1 movie, watched and favorited for life, is 300. So if you ever want to get some ancient Rome, ancient Greece facts, oh my god, they'll have both of them. They love those ancient lore details. So if you need a history class pass, go to them, okay? Equinox love Rome and Greece. Titanium Mains are always the ones working at the zoo. They usually have all of the butterflies around them working in the conservatories. Beekeepers alike, you'll see them around, keeping track of their little friends, trying to give them a safe haven. Usually they'll mix and cross all of their butterflies and have their happy bees fly around to provide honey and pollen to all the happy, friendly neighbors. Good on Titania Primes. Trinity Mains, they are always going to be natural healers. They care about you, you know? They just want you to have a good time. And you know what? You'll usually find them with some band-aids giving you a hand, working as nurses, doctors, caring for old folks' homes. They're just nice people overall, just caring people. Never understand them, but you know what? That's okay with Trinity Mains. Good for them, good for them. Valkyrie Mains are the people that always have a short fuse, right? They're short, they're spunky, and they kind of want to fight. The second you set them off, they'll give you the backhand, they'll smack you around, or they'll just straight scratch you. So you really don't want to mess with Valkyrie Mains. They've taken the persona of I'm a cat quite literally, and out of nowhere, they might just come at you and lash out. So really, be careful and don't call them a kitty, it might piss them off. Vauban Mains were always the demolition kids growing up, right? As soon as they became an adult, they wanted to go work in a quarry and they wanted to blow up. Now headlining as a Mr. Beast, Vauban Mains are the style of person that just wants to go big or go home. They want to set off a 1,000-pound creeper full of explosives and watch the chaos. Demolition Man, oh god, great movie. They love it and they take after it, being a demo expert every day. Volt Mains are those guys that grew up loving all of the electricity-based main characters in all of their superhero movies, right? Oh my, they just want to be a little electricity man, and for some reason, they got it. They want to be a little fast, but not the fastest. They want to be a little Star Wars guy just going bzzz. They want to be a little emperor. They want to go a little bzzz. So, you know, not too bad, not too bad. They just are little goobers. They just want to get those little sappy hands going. So you gotta really be careful. They're great, but they're just little zappy hands. Varuna is the dog mom. If you're a Varuna main, you're the type of character with a couple huskies, a couple wolves, maybe a Doberman. You have a ton of dogs. When someone says, "Ayo, who's the dog mom in the room?" you answer by going, "Bork, bork, 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 bork." So really, they're just a little crazy with their packs of dogs everywhere. adopting them from the shelter, taking them in. They're everywhere. They love dogs. What can I say? And if you mess with their dogs, they will end your life in the most painful way possible, possibly feed you to their dogs afterwards. So maybe don't hurt dogs, okay? Don't hurt dogs. Wisp Prime. Oh god, Wisp Mains, all things considered, are the types of characters that just, you know what? They gotta be elegant. They have to be sophisticated. They have to be beautiful, and they have to always work leg day for the glutes, because if they don't, like, oh, people will just freak out completely. So, you know, a Wisp main is gonna be probably kind of pompous and kind of annoying, but you know what? You can't be that mad at them because at least they're putting in the work. So good for you, Wisp mains, always helping out. Good job, good job. Wukong mains are always the ancient Chinese lore aficionados. You ask them a question and they know. They've 100% followed the trials and tribulations of Sun Wukong, and it's nice of them. When they grow older, they'll take a travel over to China, hang out on the Great Wall of China, go to a bunch of temples, and just get enlightened as to what the lore and life of Wukong was truly about. The Monkey King, after all, may have been a little mischievous, but truly did go through many difficult times. So it's just such a great ancient lore aficionado. Zaku mains always just like to take things apart. They're always tinkering. If you have a computer, they probably took it apart and maybe broke something in the meantime, so maybe don't give them the expensive things. They've been known to be car guys in the fact that they like to modify and swap around parts, and they always like to take it apart, whether that'll break it. So if you have a catalytic converter, don't let them know. They might end up stealing it. Next we have is Ureli mains. They are like sharks. Never trust a Ureli. They come off as goofy, kind of goobery, right? Just bumping into corners, but when you get close to them, they will truly strike. And they are angry. They have the facade of being a loving, goofy person, but when you get close, they will cut you up and tear you to shreds. So, kind of better at a distance. Don't make friends with the Ureli mains, because clearly they're insane. Last but not least, Zephyr mains. Oh baby, these are the mains that love the sky. If you have a zip line, they're there for the zip line, feeling the wind through their face whenever the car window is down. They will be feeling the breeze, okay? They love traveling, airplanes, cars, you name it. As long as they can feel the wind in their face, they will go where it is. They always, of course, take care of birds. Yes, yes. They're bird watchers anonymous, and they'll feed the pigeons while they're in the park. And honestly, good for them. So we're very proud of all of our Warframe mains and what they say about you. But why did I do this? We may never know. Sub, like, check out all the socials. Epic Game Store creator code PUPSKER. Cheers.